Hi, I have, this is the new snake, actually. This is, Peach Kita. It's her name. Peach Kita. This is not a snake video, really. But what I want to talk about is, I wanted this is a response to Professor Anton's, his video, Shit Colored Glasses. What Professor Anton said in that video was mostly that how we can look through the world through rose-colored glasses, and he said there's an opposite to that where one can look at the world through shit-colored glasses, which is a little bit different. What I'm thinking here is that we have the possibility of putting masks on the world, using our mind and using consciousness as putting masks on how we view the world. Whether this is done, sometimes this is done on purpose, sometimes it's not. One thing I want, and then what his question was, how does one know what does one have to know if you're looking at the world through rose-colored glasses or shit-colored glasses? And I think there's a lot of cases where you can't really know, because I think one thing I want to think about here is we have the possibility of mental disorders. Like, let's talk about this one. It's something called seasonal affective disorder. A person who has this will be happy in the summer because it's nice out, it's sunny out, it's warm, just like it is right now. And during the December, January, February, even March, they'll be really unhappy, and they will look at things through some sort of shit-colored glasses. So there's like a schedule here with this disorder that someone will have, where in one part of the year that person will look at the world through rose-colored glasses. Well, maybe not even. It might be just like I wouldn't even say that. I would say that during the summer, this person would be leveled out, and during the winter months, the schedule would be to look at the world through the shittiest colored glasses ever. And I think that if you have a disorder like that, or any form of depression or anything like that, which will decrease the amount of serotonin or anything like that in your brain, then you're probably going to be looking at the world through some shitty colored glasses, and it's going to be, you are not going to be rational. There's not going to be a lot of irrational things in you, because if you have too much emotion, if you have a lot of emotion going on, and you have a lot of things there that are, if you have some emotional issues or mental issues going on, then you can't be as rational, and you cannot know if you're looking at the world through shit-colored glasses. You think it's normal, and that things are just shitty right now. Because if you have that, if the person with seasonal affective disorder, they just are gonna think that things just happen to get shitty in about December or January, or something like that. And I think that when you have that, there's not a lot of ways. You can't really know unless you go seek help or something, something like that. If you go find help, or if you go see somebody, or somebody tells you that you're being irrational, that is. If someone tells you that you're being irrational, it's like, well, maybe there's something wrong with me, and then maybe you can realize that. But if there's nobody there to tell you that you have a problem or something like that, then, and if you then in that case, when you have a mental disorder, then you can't know what way that you're masking the world. And I think I think you would have to know. You have to figure out what kind of glasses you're wearing, or to figure out how you're masking in this world. Because basically, when you wear rose-colored glasses or shit-colored glasses, and you're looking at the world in a certain way, you're masking the world for yourself, for consciousness. You're masking the world. And basically, to know that you're having a mask of the world, you have to have rationality. And when you have a mental disorder, there's going to be some, at least to some degree, an absence of rationality. Because of that's what the disorder is there's going to be an absence of rationality, because there's going to be an absence of like something like serotonin or something in your brain or something. If that's a certain part of the year, if you have seasonal affective disorder. But I think there's going to be, you have to have rationality. You have to have common sense. And there's a lot of cases, many cases, where this common sense thing or rationality is going to leave you, and you won't be able to figure anything out. So that's my thoughts on Professor Anton's question. Have a great day.